Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the world of literature and explore the stories that shape us. Today, we're discussing Memoirs by Winston Churchill, a literary work that has left an indelible mark on history and culture. Memoirs by Winston Churchill is significant in the literary canon because it offers a unique perspective on one of the most tumultuous periods in modern history. Written by the former Prime Minister of England himself, this memoir provides an intimate look at Churchill's experiences during World War II, from his time as First Lord of the Admiralty to his leadership as Prime Minister. The historical context in which Memoirs by Winston Churchill emerged is crucial to understanding its significance. Published in the 1940s and 1950s, the memoir was written during a time when the world was still reeling from the aftermath of World War II. In terms of literary background, Memoirs by Winston Churchill relates to several major traditions. One of the most notable is the tradition of war literature, which includes works like All Quiet on the Western Front by Éric Maria Remarque and The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. Churchill's memoir also draws on the tradition of political autobiography, as seen in works like the autobiography of Malcolm X. Furthermore, Memoirs by Winston Churchill can be seen as an example of historiographic metafiction, a literary device that self-consciously addresses the nature of historical narrative. One of the most significant themes in Memoirs by Winston Churchill is leadership. Churchill's experiences as Prime Minister during World War II offer valuable insights into what it means to lead a nation through times of crisis. For example, his speech to the House of Commons on June 4, 1940, known as the "We Shall Fight on the Beaches" speech, is a masterclass in rhetoric and persuasion. This speech showcases Churchill's use of literary devices like metaphor and allusion to rally the British people during a time of great uncertainty. Another notable aspect of Memoirs by Winston Churchill is its use of literary devices. Churchill was a skilled writer, and his memoir is full of vivid descriptions, witty observations, and clever turns of phrase. For instance, his description of the Battle of Britain as a summer of storm is a powerful example of how language can be used to evoke emotion and create a sense of atmosphere. Additionally, Churchill's use of imagery and symbolism adds depth and complexity to his narrative. The cultural impact of Memoirs by Winston Churchill cannot be overstated. This work has influenced generations of writers, politicians, and leaders, including notable figures like Barack Obama and Stephen Ambrose. The memoir's influence can also be seen in popular culture, from films like The King's Speech to television shows like The Crown. Moreover, Memoirs by Winston Churchill has had a significant impact on the way we think about leadership, politics, and war. One of the controversies surrounding Memoirs by Winston Churchill is its portrayal of certain events, particularly Churchill's role in the Bengal famine of 1943. Some critics have argued that Churchill glosses over or distorts certain facts to suit his own narrative. However, it's also important to consider the context in which the memoir was written and the limitations of historical memory. In conclusion, Memoirs by Winston Churchill is a significant work of literature that continues to offer valuable insights into leadership, politics, and war. Its literary significance lies in its unique blend of history, autobiography, and literary craft. As we reflect on the enduring importance of this work, we're reminded that great writing can be a powerful tool for reflection, growth, and connection. So why do these memoirs remain important today? For me, it's because they offer a window into a world that's both familiar and foreign. They remind us that even in the darkest times, there are always leaders who will step forward, who will take risks, and who will inspire us to be our best selves. Whether you're a history buff, a literature lover, or simply someone who appreciates great storytelling, Memoirs by Winston Churchill has something to offer. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.